Number 6 is break-even analysis. Business. The revenue in millions of dollars for the sale of X million units at a Home Depot supply outlet is given by R of X equals 0.21x. The profit in millions of dollars from the sale of X unit is given as P of X equals 0.084x minus 1.5. A is find the cost function equation. So we know the revenue, we know the profit, then we know profit equals revenue minus cost. That means cost equals revenue minus profit. That is, it is 0.21x minus 0.084x minus 1.5. And that is 0.126x plus 1.5. That is a cost function. B is what is the cost of producing 7 million unit. Then simply plug 7 into the equation. 0.126 times 7 plus 1.5. And that will give you $2.382 million. Okay, what is the break-even? The break-even is the revenue equals cost. When revenue equals cost, that is, it is when profit is 0. So break-even means you didn't make any money, but you didn't lose any money also. So you are at 0. The profit is completely 0. So when you set the profit equal to 0, 0.084x minus 1.5 equal to 0, that is 0.084x equals 1.5, divide both sides by 0.084, then that is x is equal to 17.857 million unit. So that is, when it makes 17.857 million units, then you break even. Break even means you do not lose any money, but you do not have any profit also. That is a break even. Okay. Number 7 is supply and demand equilibrium points analysis. This is economics. Let the supply and demand for a banana in cents per pound be given by supply P equals 0.4 Q and demand is P equals minus 0.4 Q plus 100. Find the equilibrium quantity. So the equilibrium quantity is, equilibrium is when supply equals demand. Supply equals demand means whatever is supplied by the supplier, the customer will buy all of them. That's why it means supply equals demand. That is P supply equals P demand means 0.4 Q equals minus 0.4 Q plus 100. Then when you move 0.4 Q to the left, then that is 0.4 Q plus 0.4 Q, which is 0.8 Q equals 100. Divide both sides by 0.8, then Q is 125 units, and that is the equilibrium quantity. This is the quantity that will be produced and consumed or bought by the customer. So find the equilibrium price. The equilibrium price, you can use either of the supply or demand function. So P equals 0.4 Q, which is P equals 0.4 times 125, which is 50 cents. Even if you use the other P, you also will get minus 0.4 times 125 plus 100 will also give you 50 cents. So the equilibrium point is then when the price is 50 cents, the quantities are 125, and those are the equilibrium price and quantity. Now outside that, compare the quantity supplied and demand at the price of $1, which is 100 cents. If you set the price 100 cents, let's look what happened to the supplies. Supply is equal to 100 plus 0.4 Q, then Q is equal to 250. So the supplier is willing to provide 250 bananas. And the demand is 100 minus 0.4 Q plus 100. 100 minus 100 is 0. Then Q is 0 over 0.4 minus 0.4, which is Q is 0. So that is when the price is set at 100 cents, although the supplier is willing to provide 250, but the customer is not willing to buy any banana because it is too expensive. It's twice of 50 cents. So here you have the supply is, there is a lot of supply, 250 bananas, but no one is willing to buy them. The customer buys nothing, 0. Okay? And that is why this is the supply and demand is very important in economics. You need to know how to set the price to make sure that the customer buys your product. Please subscribe, share, and like, and ask your friends to subscribe, share, and like.